We got another major update from Nintendo last week about the upcoming hotness for the Switch, and they did not disappoint, as usual. Updates included everything from Super Nintendo games finally making an appearance, to Animal Crossing updates, to Overwatch coming to the Switch, and all that has us hyped. And now we're wondering how we're gonna buy all the things. We'll figure it out, right? Anyways, that's what we want to talk about this week on the FreePlay Podcast.
You are listening to the FreePlay Podcast with Bubba Stallcup, Matt Warmbier, and Kate Katawaki, part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network.
What's up, nerds? My name is Kate Katawaki, and I'm the Chief Social Media Nerd here at Love Thy Nerd, and you're listening to the FreePlay Podcast.
Ooh-wee.
Part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network, and join with me as always.
Seriously, always.
Is our Chief Outreach Nerd, Matt Warmbier.
Jaboy. What up?
Jaboy.
Or is it Chuboy? Is it Jaboy or Chuboy? I'm trying to keep up on the slang.
I honestly don't know, so we'll have to ask someone who's cooler.
I think it's
and who knows.
Chuboy. Yeah, I'll just say
Chaboy?
Jaboy. I don't know. I'm here. I'm Jaboy.
I think if you can rock either one with confidence, you'll do just fine.
Don't think about it too much. Okay.
No, don't think about it too much. Just rock it.
Okay. I just want to say, like, hip with the slang from the kids. Yo.
I would say you're doing a good job. You've really been using yeet. Mm-hmm. Is that how they say it?
Yeah, that's how I say it. Yeet and yeah, yeet. They say both.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm doing it, and no looking back.
I'm really happy for you.
You're only as old as you feel.
There you go.
Yeah, yeet.
And you feel young.
I feel decent. I feel tired, but I feel like, I can say words to make me feel a little bit youngish. Youngin.
What else has been going on in your life besides this youthfulness?
We went camping this last weekend to...
That's right.
Yeah, I went to Red River Gorge, which is in Kentucky. It's beautiful. And we didn't get to camp as much as we wanted to in the summer, so we're trying to make up for it a little bit as we end summer. First off, we went to a new campsite because now we have this pop-up camper, and it has electricity, so we like to make coffee in the morning and charge our phones.
Isn't that called glamping?
It's not glamping because we don't have like silk hanging from the ceilings, but we tried this new campground there, and I just did not like it. It was like they jammed everyone in there. It was really cramped. Our neighbors, we didn't have neighbors, we thought. They decided to show up at 11:30 Friday evening. And I was already sleeping for 2 hours at this point, because when you camp, you just go to bed early. Like, you got to catch up on sleep.
That's true.
So
as soon as the sun goes down.
They got in at 11:30, and they were really, really loud, a little obnoxious, swearing a lot, which, if you swear, cool, but my kids don't. So, I was just like, wow, this is incredible. Like throwing stuff on the fire to make it explode up. We were just like, what is going on? It was like, what's that movie where like all of those like rebel people are on the desert and they like
Star Wars.
Yeah. They pile into town and like start like this crazy.
Mad Max.
Yeah. Like a Mad Max. That's what it reminded me of, because they had motorcycles. They came in there. It's like, let's burn everything. And like, they didn't burn everything. And, what ended up happening is we spent the next day hiking several hiking trails, came back and we made dinner, and then it was like 8:00 and we're like, you just want to go? You just want to pack up and go home? And we did, because we didn't want to be kept awake all night again. So, that's what I've been doing.
I think that's a really smart decision. It's reason number one why when Steven and I camp, we're like, we don't even stay in campgrounds. We just stay in that BLM land where you could camp anywhere there's an existing campfire spot. It's true.
Okay.
It's true.
I mean, we could backpack in anywhere we wanted to and camp. But you know, we also have a billion kids and we have this camper. You can't drive that down there.
Well, you never know. Sometimes they're right off the road.
Maybe there's no electricity though. How am I going to make coffee in the morning?
Use the sun to heat the water.
I like where
something like that.
I like that.
Build a fire, something like that. But BLM camping is fun because most of the time, not every time, most of the time there's nobody else there, or the campsites are so spread out that there's other people there, but you literally can't see or hear them.
That's nice. Well, I think we're a little spoiled maybe because the last one we were in Michigan and we were in a campground and there were a lot of people there, but it was just so quiet. Like, it was
they
weird.
were respectful of other people's
Either
time
they
and
were
sleeping.
Respectful, or maybe they were already gone. We also kind of think that because now we have this pop-up camper that if we're staying in the like camper area, most people don't have pop-ups. They just have RVs, so they can wake up and be loud inside their RVs and we wouldn't hear them. But it was like just super quiet, super chill. Like, we all slept in past 8:00, which is huge for me. And it was just
congratulations.
Thank you. I feel great.
I'm really stoked.
Hey, come on. Last week I was waking up at 4 a.m. to go to work and I was over it. So
this is what you get. You got to sleep in until 8.
Well, that's my own fault. I've done it to myself. What about you? What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, just doing things like sorting my grandma's stuff and throwing it out, or putting it in a donate pile, or keeping some of it.
Did you find anything
weird.
Cool?
My brother found some cool stuff, but we don't know really what it is.
What do you what?
There was this like ceramic statue kind of thing that has always been there, but we never really looked at it. So we're looking at it close and I don't know what it is.
I want to see it.
It's like these people on a tree, I think. And then one of them my grandma had in a bowl separate from all the rest of them. And I guess there's a spot where you can put it in this section at the back and it hangs there. Another ceramic baby hangs from a single other ceramic thing. Do
the other people, are they able to be taken off?
No.
Only
just
the
this
baby.
one.
So maybe you put it on there when you're pregnant.
I don't know. No one ever said anything about it, so.
Your dad doesn't know about it?
No, he acted like he'd never seen it, and it's been there for like years and years and years and years. Oh, here's a fun fact. So, my whole life, I've been low-key afraid of that house.
Right.
Because
ghosts, yeah.
Could have sworn, yeah, ghosts. I've heard noises, or I've been scared, all kinds of stuff, you know. And my dad and everybody else said, no, there's no sound. There's no nothing. You and your cousin or whoever are just like freaked out over nothing. Well, now my dad and my aunt are afraid of the house because they're like, we hear noises at night. We hear noises. I don't want to say I told you so, but
I need you to record those noises and I want to hear them. I want you to take a picture of this baby thing and I want to hear the noises.
I don't want to hear the noises.
I want to hear the noises. We all want to hear the noises. Is it like the house weird, shifting like
I don't know. Like I haven't, when I stayed there this past other week, I didn't hear any noises because I was so tired I just knocked out after. But my dad was like, oh, I heard noises. I heard noises. It was the air conditioner kicking on scared me. And I'm like, oh. There's other noises though. I don't know. That just makes you think that there's somebody else there.
Spoopy.
That type of noise. And even my brother, who's usually not scared of anything, said it yesterday, how he used to be scared in this one particular room in the house.
The ghost room, right?
The ghost room. Yeah. And that's where my grandma put our PlayStation 1 that she bought us. We had to play it in there.
Haunted PlayStation 1.
Yeah, we were looking for that thing yesterday. I really wanted to find it.
It wasn't there?
Wasn't there, so I don't know what she did with it.
You'll find it. Look in her bedroom.
Yeah.
She probably played it at night.
She probably played it at night, exactly.
She was playing Tony Hawk. She just loved the soundtrack. Did you play Tony Hawk?
Yes, of course.
Did you play it on PlayStation?
I played it on PlayStation.
Yeah,
That's how I heard of the band Goldfinger.
Same. I originally got it for PlayStation, and then years later, I ended up getting it for the Nintendo 64, and I was thinking, man, I forgot how good the soundtrack was. But the bad thing, like I was playing and I was like, oh, here we go. Here's this Goldfinger song, or here's like this Public Enemy song, whatever it was. It would get about maybe halfway through the song and then it would skip to the next one. So the Nintendo 64 version of that game did not have the full songs.
What?
Yeah. So
what?
At that point, I was over it. I'm not playing this. Or, okay, what I did is I turned off the sound or the music, and I played the Tony Hawk soundtrack on Spotify.
Still, that's sad.
It really was. So if you're thinking about getting Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 for any platform, I recommend the PlayStation 1. It's still a good game. That game aged well.
I think it did. That was one of the first games I ever played with so much fun. That and Crash Bandicoot and Spyro.
Bless up. Hey, speaking of
blessing up
games and blessing up, what have you been playing? Not PlayStation 1? Not
PlayStation 1. Did you want to talk about PacSun Plug?
Oh, yeah, here's the thing. I don't look at the notes when we talk. I just kind of wing it. I would love to talk about PacSun Plug. No, that's fine,
but I just really want to talk about PacSun Plug. I feel called right now to talk about it.
We should do it because we're going, and we want you all to be there. We're going to PacSun Plug in Philadelphia, December 6th through 8th. Yes. And we would love for you to come and join us on a trip. I'll be there. Bubs will be there. Chris, probably Drew, April Lynn will be there doing dice throwing stuff. And we would just love for you all to come and help us love and serve our nerdy neighbors. We go to a lot of conventions throughout the year. True. And this one wasn't initially one we were going to do officially. I think we all thought, at least us leaders, were going to be there, but we want to open it up and we want you all to come and just play games with people, love people. We're going to do a panel. We're going to play games. We're going to listen to people. We're going to talk. We just really want you all to be there. And if you're interested in being there, go to our website, which is LTN.com. And if you go to a / or something, what is it? Whatever. Just go on the website. Okay.
LoveThyNerd.com is the website.
That's what I said. / outreach. Let's try that one.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, sounds legit. Just go to LTN.com. LoveThyNerd.com.
And you'll find your way to where you need to go.
I'm doing really well. It's been a long day.
You'll find your way. Oh, wait, that is right. That's right.
Leave me alone.
No, it's right. I said you should be happy.
I'm pretty happy. Go to whatever website you want. Just type it in and sign up. Sign up today.
Creedthoughts.gov.
Mm-hmm. We'll be there.
Office reference.
So I'll be there, and I want you to be there. The end. Amen.
Now what have we been playing? Now we'll do it for reals.
This is the real one, baby.
This is the real one. And you asked me what I've been playing? Yeah. Well, I will tell you, I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda still.
You getting further along? You feel good about it?
Oh, I'm almost done.
Okay.
I'm almost done, and I'm at that point where I'm sad that I'm almost done. This game is I get why people were upset about it when it first came out, but you know what? It's funny. There's funny stuff in here.
Funny because it's so bad?
No, the writing is funny.
Oh, okay. No.
The characters are funny. I like it.
I don't know a lot about Mass Effect. Were the other games funny?
Forgive you. Yes.
Yes?
Yes, but this game interpreted? This game put more funniness in the game and in the writing, and embraced that from the first three.
Do you think that people didn't enjoy that? I'm going to give you an example here, okay?
Okay.
You've watched Star Wars episodes 4 through 6, and you think it's a pretty serious movie overall. There are some funny parts to it. Then 1999 rolls around and episode 1 comes out.
I know exactly what about
and they throw in Jar Jar
Binks.
They throw in these poop jokes. They throw in Boss Nass. Miso no like the Nabu. So, like, do you think that this game has been episode 1'd?
No. I think it is completely appropriate what they have done. And yes, some people listening might say, isn't Mass Effect Andromeda basically just chores in space simulator?
Well,
Yes.
but people
Yes,
play
it
Farming
is.
Simulator and they don't complain about that.
That is, yes, exactly. And I think this is fun. And as I kind of go through this game again, and replay stuff, I'm like, you know what? Some of this is actually really brilliant. Like the last episode, I talked about how this one loyalty mission for this guy was probably one of the best game missions I've ever seen. Just because of its cleverness, its writing, the way they like change the environment. It was just cool. So there's a lot of that in this game that I think got overlooked by people because of all the trash talking and this girl's face doesn't look good.
They didn't give it a chance.
They didn't give it a chance and also just accept it for what it is. Like, yeah, there's been a lot of updates and changes and stuff made to it, but it's not a perfect game. You know, my character in a lot of cutscenes goes cross-eyed real bad, or his eyes roll up in his head.
There's nothing. That's a thing that happens to people.
And there is nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
And people need to accept that, is what I'm saying. And so I see that happen in the cutscene, and it's fine. You know, nobody's perfect.
It's like, you know, someone you love, you can overlook their faults.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'm proud of you, Kate.
So
You've grown.
Yeah, thank you. I've really been working hard on that to grow in that area, but I am sad that my time in this game is coming to a close again. I also refuse to do many of the task quests that are literally just fetch quest chore quests.
Okay.
No, thank you. I will do what I choose to do, and
You do you.
I'm having a good time.
Well,
And this will be ending.
what's next in the pipeline here?
It's funny you ask that because I already know.
Nope. What is it?
It is a game that's coming out tomorrow. Well, when this comes out, it's coming out September 10.
Okay,
How about I
pretty
just
soon.
say that and don't put a date,
just happened.
an actual date to it because we struggle with that on the FreePlay Podcast.
The other day. The other day.
It's coming out soon, and it's called Greedfall. It's by Spiders Games, I believe, and I've never played any of their games before. It is a RPG exploration stuff that I like, that I've been playing. It's a lot of people are saying that if you're a fan of BioWare games, you will like this game, and I am a fan of BioWare games, so I plan to pick up this game. My one question is, it is $50, not $60. Why?
It's just a deal. Just enjoy it.
I guess I'll find out.
Just enjoy it. Don't complain.
I will not complain. I will just enjoy it. From what I've seen about it, the trailers are really cool and looks like a little bit of Witcher, a little bit of BioWare-esque stuff. So I'm excited to get into another new game. And I have a lot on my list after this Nintendo Direct that we'll talk about. So somehow we need to raise a lot of money for all these games. I think for both you and I need the money.
Plasma. I'm going to start giving plasma again.
Oh.
I'm going to sell it on the black market, so you get a little bit more money.
Okay, I'm sure there's a black market for that here.
Black market plasma. Yeah, there's a lot coming out.
I bet it's true.
You're going to make me look it up, aren't you?
I bet it's true. Just Google it really quick. Clausen, wait, put a pause while we Google it. And I just want to know what it is. Or don't put a pause, Clausen, do whatever you want.
Black market plasma.
I hope there's a price. Please.
Donating plasma is a gateway drug to selling your organs. I don't see anything.
Okay, well that's because they just don't want us to know.
Yeah, well, I gotta get on the dark web real fast. Hold on.
Yeah, just switch browsers. But anyways, what have you been playing?
I thought that I had not been playing a whole lot, but it's been a little bit since we and Bubba, you and I and Bubba, we've had just some
a falling out.
No, we've had a very busy month and a half. Would you say month and a half?
I would
Month?
at least.
A good while.
At least.
And so Bubba is kind of on a small hiatus. We have not had a falling out. We love Bubba.
I was just kidding. It was a joke.
Just a joke. We hope that after September, he will have a little bit more time to do all the things he wants to do. His life schedule has changed. So Mondays, where we normally record, are not going to work for him. And right now he's not sure what day is going to be best. So we are kind of just charging forward here, continuing to do this because we love you all and we love to talk and we want to be able to, talk about those nerdy things that need to be talked about.
Yes.
So
I agree. Completely agree.
So what I'm trying to say is don't sell your plasma on the black market. Sell it in a legit spot. But thinking back, I had 2 game days, one at my house and one at a friend's house, where I played a bunch of tabletop games. Dice Throne, I played, Fire Tower, Point Salad, Catch the Moon. I've been playing quite a bit of Fleet the Dice game with Avon. Just a bunch of different games. Yeah. And I was finally able, I took Subatomic, camping with us this past weekend. I was finally able to get to play that. It's like, elements, like the, periodic table elements style game where it's a deck builder. You're trying to build atoms to purchase, different elements. So,
Plasma.
Plasma. So it is kind of a fun-educational type of game that it definitely is. It's good for homeschoolers. And the more I thought about it, I think I'm going to make some type of listicle, of the top 5 educational games to play. Just need to make that happen and make the time for it.
That is a very good idea. Make it 10 and you have a deal.
Oh, 10. Can we do 9?
Okay, 5.
8?
No, 5.
8?
Somewhere around there.
Okay.
Anywhere between 5 and 9.
Because we homeschool. Aaron does most of the work and I'm available. But part of that is I want to make sure we're playing games that are, we like games and games are fun, but there's also a lot of games out there that are educational as well. And this is one of them. So we finally got to get it to table and played it, and it's fun. It is a pretty easy deck builder. But I think that there's enough going on that's educational. They have, I think, 8 different scientists that you can purchase, and each scientist has a good description about what they're most famous for, what they did. And then it has a separate book that kind of gives you more info about each of the scientists, which I'm all about. Having that theme, real nerdy theme and having to be educational, I'm all about it.
I like it. Sign me up.
Yeah, Subatomic. I actually won a copy when I was I wasn't at Origins. I was at Origins. I left. And then the next day when I wasn't there, they drew my name and I won. So friends picked it up and brought it to me, which was super kind of Genius Games to do. Yeah. So, hoping that we can play it again very soon. Right now it's trapped in the camper because I forgot to get the games out before we popped it down. So I'm gonna have to do that after this. I don't want to talk too much about this, but I also started playing Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island again because that game is baller and I like it more than Super Mario World. So there, fight me, bro.
Wow.
I know.
Bold statements.
I know. I know that's not for everyone. I realize that is, it's probably a little polarizing there. People are going to probably not love me, but that's okay. You know what? To each their own. And I like games that you don't like and you like games that I don't like. So
yep.
You want to be friends? What?
Sure.
Okay, great. Yeah. So really these 2 game days, I played tons of games. Also went to a friend's house, played Quacks of Quedlingburg.
That's
I can't say
tongue twister.
I feel like it's not a real word.
I don't think it is.
It is.
We'll Google it later.
It's a city, right? I don't know. But that's just a few of the games that Kate and I have been playing. I say a few. I listed a lot. But we would love to know what you all are playing. So go ahead and drop that in the comments. whether you follow us on Twitter or if you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Like, we just want to know what you're playing because we want to carry this conversation on in the comments. Yeah. So, Kate, you want to talk about LTN Con?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking me.
I knew you did.
I do. All right, folks. So, in case you haven't heard, LTN Con is happening. Dallas, Texas, October 4 through 6. You want to join us?
Huh?
Yes? No? Maybe so?
Circle yes, because that's
circle yes.
circling.
All right, we will circle yes. But this is the first ever LTN Con, and we want to help you learn how to love and serve your nerdy neighbors better, just like Jesus would.
Mm-hmm.
So if that sounds good to you, then this is for you. There's literally, well, I guess we can't say for sure there's nothing else like this, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing else like this. As far as we know, there's nothing else like this. So come to Dallas, hang out, play a bunch of games, nerd out about all of the things, catch some dope sessions.
Catch some Pokemon.
I almost forgot about them. And and just come out to LTN Con and have a blast. You won't regret it.
Yeah, you're running out of time here. So if you've been dragging your feet and you're like, I'm going to sign up later, we are less than a month out. So you had better sign up right now and then go get your plane ticket or get your rental car or fill up your tank or whatever it needs to be, because you need to be there. You want to be there. I want you to be there. We all want you to be there. I will be speaking for one of the sessions, just talking about what we do at conventions and why we do it and just the ins and outs of it. I've already started working on my talk. Don't worry. I'm not going to wing it, because if I was going to wing it, it wouldn't be good and be a lot like this podcast, which is, you'll say things that aren't true. Man. But we want you there. Like, not only are we going to have some great sessions that you'll learn how to love and serve your nerdy neighbors, but we're going to have a ton of games to give away. We're going to have some free time to just play games with each other, tournaments, some play to win games. We have a bunch of sponsors who we've reached out to because we have a relationship with them, who are they're sending games to give to anyone who comes. So we have a laundry list. Do people say that? Laundry list? We have a very large list that's laundry style of games that we want to play to win, give away, etc. So go ahead and call your boss right now.
We'll wait.
Yeah, I guess if text is probably fine as well if you want to keep listening while you text. Bosses love text messages. So just say, hey, yo, I need to be off for the first weekend in October because I have plans. And then you can say, you're also invited. That's it.
Yep. So for more information on LTN Con, just go to ltncon.info and you will find everything you need to know where it's being held. Hotels, literally everything is all right there. So I'm not even going to
just read. Okay.
Say it. Just go and read it and you will see for yourself. Next.
Yes. Cannot wait. Nintendo Direct. It happened.
Nintendo Direct. I was excited about this. Wow, that really piqued that level of me hitting the desk. Sorry, Clausen.
It'll be fine.
But there's exciting stuff. Why don't you talk about this first exciting thing?
Yeah, so this happened a couple weeks ago now, I guess at this point, not long ago. And I have been waiting for this, what I'm going to mention here, for months. Honestly, since I found out that they were going to do the NES games on the Switch, just for people who had the online subscription. Like, I was like, that's great. These are great NES games and all, but what about Super Nintendo? And they finally announced it. I sold my SNES Classic just banking on that they were going to release these on the Switch online. And I chose wisely. So I sold it and they announced it. Like, what I love about these Nintendo Directs, like, some of these things, they don't often say all right, here's this announcement. It's going to be really great. Tune in next year when we finally release it. No, they're like, hey, we're doing this thing and it launches tomorrow. And then you like throw your whatever you have in your hand, because you're just so excited. So they started out with 20 Super Nintendo games, and I'm just going to run through the list super fast. Some of these I'm more excited about than others, and some I just don't know, so I need to try them. Brawl Brothers, Demon's Crest, Joe and Mac 2, Lost in the Tropics, Kirby's Dreamland 3, Star Fox, Super EDF, Earth Defense Force, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Super Puyo Puyo 2, Super Tennis, Breath of Fire, F-Zero, Kirby's Dream Course, Pilot Wings, Stunt Race FX, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Soccer, and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, which for their first 20 games, there are some classics here, like their best sellers, I would wager. But the game I went to first.
That was my question. Which one did you pick?
The game I went to first was Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. It's just like, I played it when I was younger. I think I played it once and I played it once through. It maybe only took me a day to beat. I think I powered through with a friend. But the game is just, it's so well done. It is so fun. I don't love the baby Mario crying, but that's kind of the point. You don't want to like the baby Mario crying because you want to get Mario back on your back, I guess. But really, like Super Mario Kart, Link to the Past.
That's exciting.
It really is. My son already started playing Link to the Past. He told me this game is so hard. And this is Ezra who plays all the Zelda games and like went through and played Ocarina of Time on Master Quest. I was like, man, they're not that hard, but I've also been playing them 25 years of my life. So
I even beat this one on Game Boy Advance.
I'm proud of you. Game Boy Advance, nice.
I beat it. Not to brag.
I do like that they put a lot of games on here that I wouldn't expect, like Brawl Brothers, Demon's Crest, Joe and Mac 2, like games I didn't expect them. I guess they're trying to fill out this top, this first 20. But I don't know anything about those games. I know Joe and Mac, sort of. I've heard of it at least. But people seem to be really excited about Demon's Crest and Brawl Bros. Have you played any of them yet, Kate?
No.
Well,
been too busy playing Mass
The
Effect.
end. Podcast over. We done.
Podcast over.
Okay, what's your first go-to then? If you turn it on, you're gonna get it.
Probably Link to the Past.
Wise.
My second choice would be Yoshi's Island.
Very wise.
Those are my top two.
Yeah, and they typically release 2 or 3 new games every month. And I don't know how that's going to work now that they have the SNES and the NES. Like, will they continue to put some on both? And if you don't know, the Nintendo Switch Online, it was $20 for a year. And that gives you online gameplay. And it gives you access to all of these classic games, which you now can play with other people online. So if you're playing Mario, you can play Mario with someone else in the rooftop basketball game, if they have Wi-Fi.
Brilliant.
I know. So that's
Absolutely
super exciting.
amazing.
It's super, super awesome. It's Super Nintendo awesome. And I'm looking forward to whatever comes next from this.
The next 20.
I want all of them. I got to catch them all. Got to play them all. Yeah. So that was my most exciting thing about this direct. That's
why I put it very first.
Okay.
thing.
Like there was one other thing that we're going to get to in a bit that we both were probably excited about. But Kate, you want to talk about, your favorite game, Smash Bros?
Yeah. Which is not my favorite game, and
Well,
everyone knows it.
lies.
But there's some new characters coming to Smash Ultimate, Banjo and Kazooie, and also Terry Bogard from Fatal
My
Fury.
dad. Yeah, my dad,
which
Terry Bogard.
we don't know who that is, but some of you probably do and are excited that he's coming to Smash Ultimate. So yeah, there's also going to be even more DLC characters announced. So that's what they said. They said this is one of the last ones in the Fighters DLC, and there's one more after him, and then they're gonna have even more. So
any
get
guesses
ready to...
on who the last one's going to be?
No.
Just give me one guess.
I was going to guess Isabel, but they already put her in.
Oh, I'm going to guess
I don't.
Joe and Mac. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Just grab them from whatever's up here. Kirby. Oh, he's already in it. Huh?
Oh, again, another Kirby. No, I thought it was really cool that Banjo-Kazooie, now that it's a Microsoft property, was able to be put in the game. Like, Microsoft, from what they said, they were all about it, and they said, have at it. And they even gave like a little plug, like, hey, if you hadn't had a chance to play Banjo-Kazooie, go to the Xbox store and check out these games. And I was like, that's cool. Like, I feel like Nintendo has like extended the olive branch to, well, Microsoft for sure, but like just kind of game companies like, hey, we're in this together. Let's do this thing. Like, how can we work together? Which I think that's
super
Nintendo
like.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, which is cool. And that like ties into this next one, like Overwatch coming to the Switch. I know a lot of people were excited about this, and I think it's a good fit.
It really is. That game is still so popular.
I know.
And I'm still so terrible at it.
I don't even play it anymore. I gave my copy to my cousin, and now he plays it, and he's really good.
Yeah.
But
my new manager, this is like her main game. Like, this is what she plays.
Wow.
Every night. Well, okay, I say every night. She plays it most. But I mean, if people like it, keep playing it. I mean, honestly,
that's how you get good.
And I feel like there aren't a lot of games like in this gaming culture, like the hotness comes out, like there's this new hotness that everyone flocks to. So there aren't a lot of games that people stick with. And Overwatch has stuck, and they keep releasing new stuff for it and fixing things and hooking people in with their, play to win your stuff. But I'm not good at those types of games.
Me either. And it was weird that I bought this game for myself.
I almost bought it too. The hype almost got me.
But it looked so fun. And like, I just wanted to, it's one of those games that just draws you in and you want to be a part of it. And it was really fun while I played it, but it wasn't a long-term stick, like,
right.
For me personally, but it seems like it is for a lot of people, obviously. And it's
still here.
Esport. It's still here.
But games that we are good at, Animal Crossing.
Yes.
And there was
so excited.
A pretty big like reveal update, continued to whet our appetites, preview in this direct. It showed off the island and the island life.
Yep, all that good stuff.
Right.
Reggae.
Yeah.
I didn't see any reggae.
Well, there had better be reggae, or like
it'd be
if
good
KK
fit.
If KK is not playing reggae, like I'm gonna burn everything. Talked about Tom Nook's Deserted Island Getaway package.
Yeah, the package.
The package, and then you can get yourself a Nook iPhone or something.
Yeah. It has the apps in it. I was looking at it. It has the apps already in it for all your Deserted Island needs.
Do you think they're gonna... I don't know. It's tough. Like, so Nintendo's putting out all this, like, app games. Like, Mario Kart's coming here soon.
Yeah.
They did an Animal Crossing. Do you think that there actually will be an Animal Crossing app that's not the other game, that lets you do or check certain stuff? Like, would that be worth doing because the Switch is so portable? Like, let me check my mail.
That has me torn right now. Like, check your mail or check your, like...
feng shui.
Well, like, yeah, what other stuff would you have to check or, like,
check,
harvest
like,
or...
It depends. Like, if you could maybe leave notes up on other... I don't know how they're going to do this game. Like, you used to be able to, like, post on community boards.
Yeah.
Be able to post on other cities, like, that your friends live in, community boards, or send letters to other... It's like email. It's like snail mail email, sort of, in a game. I don't know. Like it.
I think there is a possibility, and it would be a good fit.
You could probably purchase stuff at Tom Nook's online shop.
Yeah, your Nook phone, the Animal Crossing app would have the same apps on it.
Yeah.
And do whatever that does, which was like it would show you like crafting recipes and like all kinds of stuff. And then did you see the thing about the Nook mileage program?
I don't think I saw that.
I don't understand where the word mileage comes into it, because you earn miles just doing stuff. So it's not real actual miles, but I guess to tie into the getaway island theme.
They're gonna let me
I don't know.
visit my city in the Wii version.
Maybe, but Tom Nook's gonna get
Tom Nook is
he's gonna get a lot of bells from this.
Tom Nook is a crook, man. I tell you, Tom Nook is the biggest crook. He squeezes out every bell he can.
Yeah, see, look, all this stuff is all Tom Nook's this and this and this and this, all on the island. It's totally branded and monopolized.
Yeah.
Tom Nook.
They gave a release window, right? Next year.
This March 20th.
There it is.
2020.
There it is.
Which I was sad because for some reason I thought it was coming out this year.
No.
And I know it wasn't, but for some reason my brain had programmed that, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be so great."
We wanted it to. Yeah, we really wanted it to.
But I will wait until March for this to be done.
We've got a lot of other games to buy before then, so.
Yeah, we do, which is, speaking of...
Link's Awakening, I've already pre-ordered it. I'm ready to go. My body's ready.
Add this to my list. There's going to be a lot of plasma that's got to cover all this stuff, so we better make a laundry list, as you said, of everything that needs to be covered, so we have enough.
Yeah, this game is coming out, very soon. September 20th, which is not far away. I am ready.
Next week?
Yeah, I'm ready to go here.
Yeah, that's next week. Oh my gosh, it's next Friday.
Oh, my word. I played this game. I mentioned this before. I played this game when I was a kid on the Game Boy. Didn't get very far. I think I made it to the second dungeon and just got completely stuck. I don't even think it was my copy. I was borrowing it, and obviously you have to give it back. I don't remember a whole lot about this game. From what I've seen in the previews, it's cute. I think it was the right move by Nintendo to bring back a game that hardly anyone played, or I say hardly, this game sold a lot of copies. A lot of people haven't been able to play it in recent years. So being able to remaster a classic Zelda game and make it available for the masses, choice move.
It's cool too, the little touches that are in there, like the, what are those things in Mario? I'm blanking on the word.
The Goombas,
the balls
and the
on the
chain
chains.
Yeah, chain chomps.
Yeah, chain chomps. Yeah. It's cool to see those in there.
Yeah, I watched I think it was a gaming historian about this, or it was something about the history of and why they are in there. And there's some side scroll action. One of the developers from Mario worked on this game as well. I think it's I can't remember. I think it was a passion project. It wasn't even really going to happen, but then it kind of they put him in there because they weren't they were just making a game for fun. And they pitched it and they loved it and they just kept everything. So it was, you do the research. That might not be right, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it went.
Something like that.
It's something like that. But I'm excited about it. That's coming out really soon. I need to hurry up and beat Super Mario 2 Yoshi's Island ASAP as possible.
Yeah. So that you can do this.
Yep. I'm all in. You know a little bit more about this next one.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about it.
Okay. So Game Freak, the people who made Pokemon, they had this game in the works called Town. Well, they talked about the full actual title of the game, which is Little Town Hero. And it's about a kid who's a town hero, I guess. I mean, the main character's name is Axe, but he doesn't have one. He doesn't have an axe or anything like that. But the weapons in this game are actually ideas, which I'm not 100% sure how that goes. But in the footage that I saw of combat, you select between, I don't know how many there were, five or six different ideas, and that's your attack that you do.
I don't know what that even means.
I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. But
I'm thinking of you hitting yourself. It's an idea.
I don't know. I think it's just an alternate word for attack or something.
It's for those.
I don't know.
Yeah, for the parents who don't want their kids to play fighting games.
I don't have enough info, but it says it looks like a pretty straightforward JRPG with some clever battle ideas. So I'm like, straightforward, huh? Music is composed by Undertale creator Toby Fox.
Okay, then it's probably good music.
It's probably good music, and that's an interesting collab right there. Game Freak and Toby Fox. I think that's cool. The game is coming out October 16, and it's available for pre-purchase now, which is great, but it's only $25. And again, like I said earlier in the show, why is it $25? If it's not $60, that makes me question what is going on here.
Well, I said it's from the developer of Pokemon. I don't know. Maybe it's just an indie.
And I think it goes back to my whole issue with Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, where I felt like I was gypped.
Well,
so now I want to know, $25.
Just enjoy it. That's what I'm going to say. They're not making you spend $60. It's $25, all in.
I would get it for $25 to see what it is.
Make it happen.
It looks fun. So, all right, I'll add that to my list.
Okay, great. also maybe added to your list is Super Kirby Clash. It's a free-to-play Kirby for 4 players with over 100 different quests. You'll fight enemies as a team of 4, either locally or online. And again, in Nintendo fashion, it is available right after the Direct, right now. So go make it happen. I know a lot of people who love Kirby, so this was a surprise. I have not downloaded it, so I don't know about it. I just know it's Kirby.
And it's free.
So you just do it. Yep. And how about Luigi's Mansion? I thought you were going to dive in there. How about Luigi's Mansion?
I can. I thought you liked it more than me.
Luigi's Mansion? I don't know it, I think, but it's coming out October 31st, which is sooner than I expected.
Yeah. It looks really fun, actually, from what I saw, and I still don't 100% understand.
Right. I had some friends go to PAX West, and it was there. They were able to play it, and they were wowed at how much they liked it. Like, they kind of were in the same boat. I was like, I don't know, Luigi's Mansion, it kind of looks fun. But then they played it, and they're like, it was really, really fun. It was really good.
All right. Well, I'll be adding that one to my list as well.
I think
it's really
for me, that's far enough. Like I will have probably Zelda beaten by the time October 31st happens.
Yeah, that's basically Christmas.
Right. Get your Christmas monies ready. So there's some new floors revealed: pyramid floor, pirate restaurant, disco floor. There's a scream park. That's a party.
Yeah, that's
mode.
A party mode for up to 8 players.
Okay.
On one Switch system, 8 players on one.
It's like Luigi's party, not Mario's party.
Luigi party
at 1. Yeah, I heard you were really excited about this next one though. So you.
Well, yes, I'm excited. I'm not understanding the importance of this. So I'll just read it and we'll figure it out. Okay. So Pokemon Sword and Shield, exciting new Pokemon games. Yay! They shared some stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, there's going to be a Pokemon camp where you can play with your Pokemon, a more robust character customization system, which has been a complaint in past ones. And that's fine. But here's the one that I'm not 100% understanding is a curry rice mode. Whoa. Where you can customize curry dishes and eat them with your Pokemon and save them in your curry decks.
Hey, Pokemon get hungry from all that battling.
Which is fine. I mean, eating is good, I think. Eating is good for you.
It absolutely is. I agree. When I saw that, I know that other people have already seen a lot about Sword and Shield, and I'm kind of like, it just doesn't excite me. Like, it looks boring to me. Like, I know you play other games and you craft stuff, but I don't know. I just want to fight my Pokemon.
Does it look more boring to you than Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu looked to you?
Honestly, they're the same to me.
Okay.
Do you think it looks better?
I don't know. I feel like when I played Let's Go Eevee, I felt like it was a one-off type of Pokemon game where they're like, hey, let's make some extra doll hairs and combine Pokemon Go and another game so that people will stop asking us for stuff and we'll just put it out and see what happens.
I don't know what I expect with graphics. I know that the Switch is not like cream of the crop, but I feel like Sword and Shield are Wii graphics, maybe GameCube graphics. They just they're just kind of there. Like, they're blah.
I'll say this. I'm not rushing to put it on my list.
Okay. Yeah, you got a lot of other things there. And you can make your own curry rice at home.
I could, yeah. I'm sure I could find it on Pinterest how to make it. So
If you are excited about this game, tell us why we should be excited. I did not grow up as a Pokebro. I feel like I was just too old to enjoy it. And I have played some Pokemon games. I just never, I know it's the same reason I like Zelda, obviously. And maybe that's not your jam. Like, we all like our own things, but tell us why we should be excited about Sword and Shield. Why shouldn't I just go play XY or Yellow or fill in the blank Sapphire, whatever?
Yeah. Well, maybe we're forgetting something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe I've just played a lot of Pokemon games. So it's like, none of them are
really
all that different.
You should love this. I mean, honestly, we can say that about a lot of games that have sequels. Like, we really could.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and I bet you I will cave and get this when I run out of things to play, and I'm like, what's next? I'll probably grab this.
Well, even like Animal Crossing, like, why should we be excited about that? But we are.
I know. And it looks exactly the same as New Leaf on 3DS.
It does.
And we didn't say anything. We didn't say one thing when we talked about it.
I brought it back now. I'm bringing it back.
I know, but I'm saying, but look at what happened. We were so excited about it that we were blind to it.
Tom Nook did this to us. He put a confusion spell on us. He's a witch.
I think that's true, and that's why he's on the island. He got exiled for being a witch or whatever.
It's a mystery. So let us know why we should be excited about Sword and Shield and Poker Man.
And what I should do about adding it to my list. But next is this game called Return of the Obra Dinn, which I've never heard of, but I've been seeing a lot of people talking about it on social media, so that's why I put it on this list here, because maybe you are a person who would be excited about this game. Mm-hmm. You listener, not you, Matt.
Well,
I don't think
I could be. Sell me. Here we go.
Well, okay, so the game is set aboard a fictional East India Company ghost ship in the early 1800s, but all the crew and the passengers died or disappeared, and nobody knows how it happened. So the objective of the game is to discover what happened. So the player is an agent of the shipping company that's like trying to figure out what happened. And you have this thing called a memento mortem stopwatch to return to the moment of a crew member's death to determine the identity of each of the members, how they died, and their killer.
Oh.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, has 1-bit monochromatic graphics too. It looks a little different.
What does that mean?
I'm trying to think of something that's most like it. Super Mario Land on original Game Boy, kinda.
Okay, so it's like an old school feel then.
It's very old school looking.
Okay, that kind of seems to be a theme that is popping back up in games. In Mario Odyssey, that you had that whole like you transformed into 2D Mario, and you had different levels. You have a lot of 8-bit style games that are very popular again. And even on our next one, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020, Electric Boogaloo 2. They have a retro style events, which if there was anything that was going to get me to play that game, it was the retro style events. Like was it really? It piqued my interest. Like beyond that, like before I was like, oh, that looks fun. It would probably be fun to play, but I wouldn't go and buy it. And if someone like had it, I would probably play it and enjoy it. But the retro style events, I don't know. They just did it for me. Not you?
No.
What I want them to do.
I felt nothing in my heart about this game.
What I need them to do is to bring out somehow an old school Nintendo Power Pad that allows me to play this game on the Power Pad. Do you remember the Power Pad?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they have the track and field game that you like. What if they did that? And why wouldn't they do that?
Well, I guess maybe you should call them or something.
Answer me now, Nintendo. Tell me. Do it now. Let me put my Joy-Con controller, maybe not on the floor, but somewhere where I can connect to it.
Where it's safe.
And let me stomp on buttons on the floor, please. As I play Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020, the year of our Lord, Electric Boogaloo 2. Why is that so long?
I don't know, but it's interesting to see how a lot of like the old, like you said, the old style graphics are being incorporated into some of these like revamped games and the nostalgia thing. And
yep. So karate, football, skateboarding, rugby, sport climbing, which I don't know what that is from rock climbing, surfing, gymnastics. Yeah. Just a bunch of mini games.
Story mode.
Yeah. We'll see.
All that good stuff.
I feel like this Mario and Sonic at the Olympics comes out, every 2 years? So they're really trying to like hook you in this as best as they can. So we'll see. And the last one that we are going to talk about is, can it play Doom? And yes, it can play Doom. Doom 64 is coming to the Switch November 22nd. What do you think about that?
I think it's fine.
Okay. Great.
I'm happy for the people who like Doom and are excited to see this.
I want a Wolfenstein, the first one.
Oh.
Didn't ask me though.
Well, write it down.
Okay, I'll
and send
when
it
I
in the
send
mail.
it to about the power pad.
Yeah, put that in the letter as well.
Okay.
So this also wasn't every single thing they announced. This was just some of the things that we thought would be interesting, some of the things that we thought you would find interesting. Yeah, we might have missed a couple big ones, but you know what? Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
We wanted to talk about Animal Crossing.
We did.
And we did.
Well, and if there's something that you found even more exciting than any of these things we've listed, let us know. Tell us why we should be hyped about that game or whatever it was. Yeah. So I was hoping for a Metroid look, but they didn't give that one. Maybe.
Nope. Holding out.
They only teased that one a little bit. We'll see. I hear Nintendo has tons of games lined up and ready to go, and a new Zelda game is going to be coming out every year. So, we'll see. We'll see what the next one holds. And I feel like these things are so sporadic when they decide to do them. Like, hey, we're going to do a direct tomorrow. And, by the way, the next day, all these games are ready to play. But I think that'll do it for episode 65 of the FreePlay Podcast. Be sure to check us out on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube. That's in the US and Canada only. Don't get crazy. Radio.com and anywhere else podcasts are found. And if you listen to your podcast somewhere else and you happen upon us somewhere you don't like to listen to podcasts, just let us know and we'll make that happen for you. Cause I don't even know where else people listen to podcasts besides those ones right there. If you want us to call you on the phone and you can listen to us record a podcast, that would be the only one, but it'll cost you. If you're not a part of our Love Thy Nerd Facebook group, make it one of your life goals. Make that happen. That's an easy thing. Go ahead and just, search for us, Love Thy Nerd community on Facebook, and we will make sure you're not a robot, in the words of Bubba, and let you in there.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can also find Love Thy Nerd on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All of those are at Love Thy Nerd. And be sure to follow the FreePlay Podcast on Twitter at FreePlay Podcast.
I'll try to post more again.
Would you? We told everyone this has been a busy time.
I know.
We're gonna hop back on the horse, and
we're gonna have hundreds of posts a day.
So many posts a day. Better schedule those out. Yeah. I guess that's it. I'm Matt Warmbier.
And I'm Kate Katawaki.
And for our cut man, Jonathan Clausen, and for Bubba, I guess, too. He's not here.
Yeah.
We will catch
but
you.
He left his Skype open, so maybe if we check in,
yeah, let's check in. He left his Skype open after our meeting. And I was just watching him because he didn't know I was there. He didn't do anything fun, though. He's just on the phone. So for Jonathan and for Bubba and for everyone, we'll catch you next week. And remember, Jesus loves you, nerd. Peace.
You have been listening to the FreePlay Podcast with Bubba Stallcup, Matt Warmbier, and Kate Katawaki, part of the Love Thy Nerd Podcast Network. Be sure to rate and review the show and share on all the social media.